Okay, so now let's talk about alkene and benzene. So before anything else, let's have first this structure. So from this structure, we have here a double bond na kung saan hindi lang siya isa kundi dalawa. So I know that you have your knowledge about naming this double bond or what we call the alkene. So very basic na lang sa inyo yung pag-name, pero I'll just introduce to you how will it be named kapag merong dalawang double bond in a structure. So first thing that we need to do is to count the number of carbon atoms present in our structure. So in this structure, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So since we have 5 carbon atoms, so its name would be pentene. So now, we are going to write the numbering kung saan tayo magsa-start ng ating number 1 to identify yung location ng ating double bond. So we have here 1. So we are going to start number 1 here kasi andito yung pinakamalapit na double bond. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So from this structure, yung ating double bond, yung number na i-consider natin is carbon number 1 kasi dito nagsisimula yung ating first double bond na connection, and then in carbon number 3. So in this structure, we are going to name this one. So first is we need to locate or to write the locations of our double bond. So we have here 1, then comma, and 3. This 1 and 3 serves as the location of our double bond or the starting point of our double bond. Then after that, we are going to write our parent chain kasi as you can see, wala tayong alkyl group na present in our structure. So since here, we have here pentene kasi 'di ba na-identify na natin that we have 5 carbon atoms. So from that 5 carbon atoms, pentene then E and E kasi double bond. So ngayon, ang gagawin natin since we have here double bond, so imbis na diretso na lang siya na pentene, we are going to write here pent, meaning 5 carbon atoms. Then we are going to write here di, tapos in. Pent-diene. So parang ganyan siya. But in some other books, iba din yung pagkakastate niya, but we will just stick with this format. Pent, di, tapos in. Now let's talk about cycloalkene. So aside from it's a cyclic figure, it also have this double bond. So in naming, you should start your number 1 where the double bond is located, and you need to put the number 2 where the double bond is connected or located. So for example, we have this structure. So as you can see, we have here a double bond. So it means we should start our number 1 in this figure. So anywhere, pwede dito sa taas, pwede dito sa baba, it's just the same. Kasi kasi closed figure siya. So wala tayong other considerations knowing the fact that wala siyang alkyl group. So we are going to start our number 1 here. So I want the number 1 here. And then sa rule natin dito, naka-state na we should put the number 2 kung asaan connected yung ating double bond. So ibig sabihin, we should write our number 2 here. And then 3, 4, 5. But actually, in this figure, pwede natin siya idiretso na lang kasi nga wala naman siyang alkyl group na located. So ibig sabihin kahit may 1 or wala yung pag-name natin ng figure, ibig sabihin nun, correct pa rin siya. So if we are going to name this figure, so we have here 1-cyclopentene. Or it's either, pwede rin ganito, we have cyclopentene. Now, let's try this another figure. So, as you can see, it's just the same with the first figure, pero ang pinagkaiba lang nila is that this figure has an alkyl group or what we call the side chain. So, ngayon, hindi lang tayo basta-basta magna-number 1 dito, meron tayong dapat na i-priority. So, all we have to do is to know kung asaan yung may pinakamababang number itong ating alkyl group. So, let's try from our counterclockwise to clockwise. So, let's have this one. Starting from here. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, let's try the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, as you can see, it's just the same. So, the same pa rin na number 4. So, either way doon, pwede natin siyang gawin. Kasi, kahit mag-counterclockwise or clockwise tayo, it will still give us the number 4 as the location of our alkyl group. So, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, for the name of this structure, we have 4. 4 is the location of our alkyl group. Then dash, our alkyl group has 1 carbon atom, so that is methyl. The next one, dash, the location of our double bond. So, pwede rin wala na yan, pwede rin meron. So, let's write the two forms of this. So, we have 1 cyclopentene. Or it's either we have here 4 dash methyl cyclopentene. Now let's talk about benzene. So when we say benzene, it is a 6-carbon atom, has a multiple double bond, and lastly, it is a closed figure. So this is the example of a benzene in a skeletal structure. So let's check if it has 6 carbon atoms. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It also has a multiple double bond. So, ibig sabihin, hindi lang siya iisa, hindi lang siya dadalawa, kung hindi tatlong double bond. Pero, if that figure lacks one double bond, hindi siya tatlong double bond, ibig sabihin, you cannot consider that one as a benzene. So, dapat tatlo ang double bond ng benzene. So, actually, there's other structure of a benzene. So, we can call this also a benzene and then this one. So, this one and this one are just the same. So, they are the same called as benzene. So, bakit nga ba parang closed figure? Kasi if we are going to make its structural formula, so ganito yung magiging structure niya. So, we have here 6 carbon atoms. And then yung ating mga double bonds. So talagang kompletong-kompleto niya. So para bang hand and hand na magkaka-join sila. Parang somewhat ganun. So now, we also have these structures. Okay, so now, when we say benzene, hindi lang siya basta-basta na tinatawag na benzene. Pwede ring iba-iba yung pangalan niya. As you can observe in this structure, diba, it is a cyclic figure, but its name is not cyclobenzene. It's just only benzene. So, hindi siya kagaya ng ating cycloalkane and cycloalkene na meron talagang naka-indicate doon na cyclo. Here in benzene, it's just benzene alone. But aside from that, meron pa siyang other features na kung saan yung tawag na benzene, hindi lang siya basta-basta na benzene lang siya. So, nag-change din yung kanyang pangalan. Nag-change yung pangalan ng benzene depending on the structure or depending on the alkyl group na nakakabit sa kanya. So I have here some examples. So the first one here, this one is just a benzene. So as you can see, wala siyang other alkyl group na nakakonect sa kanya. So we will name this one as benzene. Now let's have this next figure. As you can see, yung ating alkyl group dito is methyl, or one carbon atom lang yung connected sa kanya. So imbis na benzene, ang magiging pangalan niya, so ang pangalan nito is toluene. So we have here toluene. But kapag two carbon atoms yung connected sa kanya, magiging ethyl benzene na yan siya, ha? Ethyl benzene. Pero kapag one carbon atom lang or methyl lang yung nakakonect sa kanya, that's automatic what we call toluene. It's not benzene anymore, okay? Remember, ha? Then next, we also have this structure. So as you can see, meron tayo ditong OH. So actually, that's our next lesson. We are going to talk about alcohols. So yung OH na yan, yung kanyang alkyl group is an alcohol. So kapag alcohol siya, magiging pangalan niya is phenol. And then lastly, we have here COOH. So kapag yung nakakonect sa kanya is COOH, ang magiging pangalan niyan is benzoic acid. So ito lang dapat mong tandaan in terms of benzene. If that benzene has no other alkyl groups na kagaya nito, ito, at saka ito, ibig sabihin yan, benzene lang yung tawag nyo doon. Pero kapag yung structure ng benzene may nakakonect na isang methyl, that is what we call toluene. Now, kapag yung structure naman yun, merong OH na nakakabit doon, that is automatically called as phenol. And lastly, kapag meron siyang COOH na nakakonect doon, that's automatic what we call benzoic acid.